Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. As we get a peek at Brett Hundley, the former UCLA Bruin, he'll be the man under center.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hundley. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Richard. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On second down now, Richard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. On first down, Hilliard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, Hilliard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A look at the starters now defensively for the Bears. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
On third down, Richard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up. Switch.
Mike, 58, right there. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jalen Richard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Come on, man. Let's go.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
throwing again on second down. Trubisky, this one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Trubisky will throw. He's got Burton here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage that's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. It's complete. It's Miller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Richard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On the keeper, it's Hundley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
This is Richard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down now, Hilliard.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing, Hundley. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Hundley, a sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Hundley. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Watch the edge.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So we've hit halftime, just a few. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. We ain't giving them nothing today.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Levante David in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this all day.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
And now Bruce Arians, with the play clock running low, is going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Hundley now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 45's the mic.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Trubisky connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He may try and run for this. The 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky on the crossing route, complete. That's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Able to find Shaheen here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go! Let's go!
14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 11th touchdown of the year. As the Bears push further out in front, now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Hundley now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4th. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Hundley going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
You can't block me. You can't block me. That's it. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Watch the slant.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. It's a party now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. from the gun. It's a give to Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
To try again after the sack. Hundley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now Hundley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now it's Trubisky. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.